show, and thank you for using our show to share your story.
Yes.
When did you first find out you had breast cancer?
I was diagnosed at the end of January of this year, and it was literally a week after my sister was diagnosed.
Oh,
it was
wow.
crazy. It was crazy, and I was in total shock because, you know, the last thing on my mind was that anything could possibly be wrong with me, and we were just so in the whole world of getting the news about my sister and trying to be there for her. And so it was just nuts because I remember being with her. She lives just outside of San Francisco, and I was feeling like some lower abdomen pain. I thought, oh, I must have like a urinary tract infection or something. So I called my OBGYN. I was like, I have to come in, and, you know, I'm having this discomfort. He was like, yeah, come right in. And he just knows my family history because my mother had breast cancer, and her sister had breast cancer. And I went in, and I told him about my sister. And he did my regular exam. He was like, there's nothing going on there, so I'm going to check your breast now. And he always does an ultrasound when I go because I'm high risk. And he found it.
Wow.
And I thought I was going to die. I was like, what do you, I mean, I was shaking. I was like, this can't be happening.
Wow. And then you went to the breast clinic?
Yep. I got out of there, and, you know, your mind is just going. It's just reeling. You're just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I got in the car, I called my husband, and I told my husband, you know, my doctor wants us to call the breast clinic. I have to get in there. He found something. My husband was like, give me 5 minutes. Wow. And he got the breast clinic on the phone, and I was there at 3 p.m.
Boom to your husband.
Oh, he don't play.
Your husband held you down, yes.
He's a Brooklyn boy. He was like, oh, no, I'm getting you in that breast clinic today.
That is so awesome.
What was the diagnosis?
So my diagnosis was invasive ductal carcinoma. And here's the thing. It's so crazy because my mammogram showed nothing.
Wow. See?
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
So the reason I really wanted to talk about this, not only to share the experience, but to also say that early diagnosis is so crucial.
Right.
And mammograms don't always find it. Nothing against mammograms, but the ultrasound is what kind of saved my life because they found it so early. And it's mammogram's like a snowstorm, and you're trying to find the snowflake.
Right.
And you don't see it until it's much worse. And so that's why I really kind of want to advocate for women to get ultrasounds and early detection. And so that was my diagnosis. And the good thing was that it was treatable.
Wow. What did he suggest did you do once you found out?
Well, he was like, okay, you need to get this biopsied right away. He says, if the breast clinic can't get you in there in 2 days, I'm doing it myself. I'm biopsying this.
Wow.
Great doctor.
Yeah.
That's a great doctor.
Yeah.
So how are you doing now?
I'm doing great. I am on medication called tamoxifen for 10 years. And my sister's doing great.
Good.
She's also on medication. And, you know, it was like from 0 to 60. I went through my reconstruction in April. And they look pretty good. I don't have a bra on right now.
They look amazing.
You know, not bad.
Are afraid to even get the mammogram because they're worried about how they might end up on the other side. And to see you sitting here and talking about this, and yes, they do look great.
They look great.
And we're just so happy that you're healthy.
I'm just so happy to be alive and healthy. And I said, you know, God doesn't make mistakes. Like, I really felt like he used me because, you know, I got a big Latina voice.
Yeah.
And I don't mind talking about things, and I just want to help. And however I can help, and going through this experience is, you know, it's very intense. And you go through a real, you know, just a crazy roller coaster of emotions. And I just really want young women, and especially women of color, to understand how important it is to get early detection. Very important. And so many women are afraid, and it's like the fear that holds you back can be life-threatening.
Yes.
And it's just not worth it to do that. You know what I mean?
Lisa, thank you so much for being here today and inspiring us. We know it was so hard to share your story, but you did, and you've clearly inspired and motivated
We're
us.
going.
We're going to go and
I'll
get
go
that
with
done.
you.
Thank you.
We want to go.
Yes.
Will you please come back another time, too?
I would love to come back.
We can't wait to see you back on the
Absolutely.
new season of Being Mary Jane as well. You guys make sure to check it out when it returns on BET in January.